Good evening, folks, and welcome to this week's GCTV. We're up on time this week. Hey, how about that? Before I get to everything, I just wanted to announce that next week we are premiering a new regularly scheduled thing or programming format, whatever you want to call it, for GCTV. We're calling it GCTV Public Access. And what we're doing is we're asking you, the community, to provide us with content. So what we're asking for is like a song or a monologue, or if you are multiple people quarantining together, a scene, or if you have a poem you really like, you can read the poem. But we ask that before you just go ahead and send us a video, to email gctvpa@garfieldcenter.org to propose to us what you want to do, just to make sure we don't get 4 people singing the same song, and a few other reasons. But there is more about that on a post on our Facebook page. I've shared that on my Facebook page. The information's out there. If you have any questions, you can email me, ncarter@garfieldcenter.org. I have both of those emails in the info for the video. But yeah, so that's what we're doing next week. I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, so let's get on to our regularly scheduled stuff. Before we get to tonight's performance, though, I, as always, would like to ask you to, if you are enjoying what you're seeing here this evening and other evenings, please consider donating to garfieldcenter.org/donate/. I still haven't found out whether or not that last slasher is important, so I'm just going to keep on saying it when I tell you the URL. All right, so tonight we have Phil Dutton. As you may know, Phil has a history with the theater. He is a local celebrity. He plays with the Alligators. He plays with the Ortiz band. But tonight we have just Phil here. And as an extra special bonus, he's going to be in the comments section tonight. So if you want to chat with him, you can go ahead and do that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, Phil will be there to talk to you. I think that's all I have. So let's just get on with the music. All right, enjoy. Stop video, mute.
Good evening. Welcome to my home and to my music room. Thanks to Nick Carter for asking me to play some for you tonight, and to the Garfield Center for hosting GCTV. I encourage you, with the backslash or without it, to go on to garfieldcenter.org and consider a donation to the Garfield Center to help them survive this difficult time. I really have enjoyed these Wednesday night shows, and appreciate that the Garfield Center continues to bring local music and theater to us, even when we can't leave our homes and go be together in the theater itself. We are in my music room here at the house, and there are bass guitars and a banjo and amps and a drum kit and several keyboards and all sorts of PAs and things around here. I would be happy to show you around, but it took me about an hour to get this iPad set up, so I'm not moving it. Trust me, you don't want me to go through that again while you're waiting. So I will play tonight, 45 minutes or so. I'm going to start with some songs that I have written, my original compositions, and some of you have heard, and probably some of you haven't heard, particularly if you're Alligator fans. Then I'll end with some songs by some of my favorite songwriters that are somewhat related to the conditions we're in here as well. I want to mention that this piece of artwork back here, my favorite piece of artwork, this is an alligator that my granddaughter Tessa colored for me. So it's in a place of a prominence here in my music room, right by my piano. But I just wanted to shout out to Tessa for that piece of art that she made for me. So let's get started. That gal of mine, oh she's so fine. Her lipstick's just like a vintage wine. Sky blue eyes, oh my my. I can't resist them, I don't even try. All I know is that I love her so, that sweet little gal of mine. We courted in the springtime when the gardenias bloom. Summer turned the heat up and romance ensued. You know I love her dearly, yes I do. And every single day with her it gets renewed. The years go by, oh how they fly. I can't believe I'm such a lucky guy. The kids have come and gone, now we're on our own. And we are still together, never monotone. That gal of mine, she used to make me crazy and I couldn't love her anymore. Springtime when the gardenias bloom, summer turned the heat up and romance ensued. You know I love her dearly, yes I do. And every single day with her it gets renewed. The gal of mine, oh she's so fine. Her lipstick's just like vintage wine. Sky blue eyes, oh my my. I can't resist them, I don't even try. All I know is that I love her so, that sweet little gal of mine. Yes, that gal of mine. She still makes me crazy and I couldn't love her couldn't love her anymore. So for my next song, it is an election year, and I'm not going to get political here, but I'm going to play a song that I wrote for one of the Pam Ortiz band concerts, Songs for Our Future concerts we did back in 2017 on voter rights. This is a true story by a historical story about voting right here in Kent County. I was honored to have Pam Ortiz sing this song at the last Women Helping Women concert. To have a songwriter as good as Pam sing one of my songs was very flattering to me, and I really appreciate that, and thank her for doing that. So anyway, here's a voting song. Jane and Clark Howard, Ann Baker Maxwell, and Lily Derringer Kelly. Mary Jane, Ann, and Lily, the first women to vote in our state. 12 years before the 19th Amendment. Suffrage, all the rest had to wait. Why did they do it, those men of Still Pond, when they incorporated back in 1908? Were they fair-minded men set on righting a wrong, or did the ladies have a say in that debate? Are lost to history. Now a sign by the road tells the tale of 14 souls who registered to vote, and each one of them was a female. Mary Jane, Ann, and Lily, the first women to vote in our state. the charter they wrote laid out the terms for those who could cast a ballot. 6 months in town, 21, and pay tax, but no regulation required a phallus. Of the 14, 2 were black, it is said. Another kudo for the small town. But only 3 cast their ballots that day by the time the poll closed at sundown. Mary Jane, Ann, and Lily, the first women to vote in our state. 12 years before the 19th Amendment for suffrage, all the rest had to wait. Mary Jane, Ann, and Lily, the first women to vote in our state. 12 years before the 19th Amendment for suffrage, all the rest had to wait. For suffrage, all the rest had to wait. Mary Jane, Ann, and Lily. So I told Nick that, you know, it's allergy season, and I said, is it possible to edit out, you know, in case I need to blow my nose? He says, no, we really don't want to do that. We want this to be like natural and one take. And I said, oh great, well I may have to blow my nose right in the middle of this thing. And he said, well, you know, that's the way it is. So here we go. I know you folks with allergies can appreciate it. So here's another story, true story from my past, and another song that I wrote for one of the concerts that the Pam Ortiz band did back in 2017. Waiting for the light to change, a lunch bag in his hand. Dad turned when he felt the tap, and there stood a gentleman. That's what he thought at first glance, ready-made suit and hat. But then he handed Dad a card, that was the end of that. The card was simply written in cursive scripted plan. I'm looking for someone to love, is all that it read. In 1962, that kind of love was taboo. Quickly Dad returned the card, he didn't know what to do. Looking for someone to love, just looking for someone to love. Looking for someone to love, just looking for someone to love. He must have talked to Mom and took his time to think it through. And one day riding in his old green truck, we talked as we'd often do. Dad told me about the card and the man who looked okay. He was doing what he thought a dad should do to keep his little boy safe. admit that warning stayed with me for many years. And I said and did some things guided by those fears. We've come a long, long way since then, but still not far enough. I'm grateful for all those brave souls who admitted who they love. Looking for someone to love. Just looking for someone to love. Looking for someone to love. Just looking for someone to love. Now 3 little kids adorned my life, born from love like that. And I know Dad would have loved them too, if he'd ever had the chance. With lives so short and difficult, no kind of love can be wrong. My hope is that someday each is free to sing his own love song. Looking for someone to love. Just looking for someone to love. Looking for someone to love. Just looking for someone to love. Just looking for someone to love. It's really kind of strange performing to a camera. 200 people in the audience. I get a little nervous now and then, but it's really different this way. And I noticed it last week. They had piano night down at the Jazz Fest normally has a piano night fundraiser for WWOZ Radio on the Monday night between Jazz Fest weekends. And they had that last week, but it was virtual. Every piano player, 8 different piano players, broadcast from their homes. And it was obvious to me that they weren't very comfortable with it either. It made me feel better about this concert that I was preparing for you tonight. But when you're used to playing for people and getting the feedback from the audience, it's different. I hope I can convey some of the feeling that we would normally have together if we were in the same room. So here's a song. If you're an Alligator fan, you certainly know. One of the early songs that I wrote for the Alligators. Every Louisiana band needs to be playing a song about food, and this was mine. Find some muddy water, dig up some worms. Float them on the bottom, wait till it's your turn. Catch a cooler full for supper, bring them on back home. Call your neighbors over and tell them, bring some beer along. Gonna eat us some catfish, hush puppies too. Come over for supper and I'll cook some up for you. Gonna eat us some catfish, hush puppies too. Come over for supper and I'll cook some up for you. Man, they sure are ugly, and they sure are slick. And you gotta be careful not to get a stick. Skin those blues and roll them in cornmeal. Fry them till they're crispy and you got yourself a meal. Gonna eat us some catfish, hush puppies too. Come over for supper and I'll cook some up for you. Gonna eat some catfish, hush puppies too. Come over for supper and I cook some up for you. Boil that all, can't wait to pick your bones. Fried catfish fry. Boil that all, can't wait to pick your bones. Fried catfish fry. Now you can eat chicken, and you can eat steak. You can bake it or grill it, whatever it takes. Golden fried, whole or filet. A plate full of catfish, well, what can I say? I'll go out and catch 'em, come along if you want. We'll set hooks out on the bayou right along the swamp. We'll tell a few stories and wait for them to bite. Then crank up that old Johnson and head home while it's light. Gonna eat some catfish, hush puppies too. Come over for supper and I'll cook some up for you. Gonna eat some catfish, hush puppies too. Come over for supper and I'll cook some up for you. Yeah, boil that all, can't wait to pick your bones. Fried catfish fry. Boil that all, can't wait to pick your bones. Fried catfish fry. Boil that all, can't wait to pick your bones. Fried catfish fry. So, the next song I have for you is brand new. I've never played it in public before. Again, it's autobiographical, and seems like that's what about how I write songs. Anyway, I hope you like it. It's about a very special person in my life. Patsy Hill, Patsy Hill, I was the last of her baby boys. A daughter of slaves, she worked for $2 a day and rode home in the backseat of Mama's car. Black and white, day and night, that's the way it was. I never gave it a thought, no matter what the Bible taught about God's love for us all. Patsy Hill didn't know her age. Her birth was never written on any census page. But 7 white boys were raised in her care. The Crane girls could find better help nowhere. Patsy Hill, Patsy Hill, I was the last of her baby boys. A daughter of slaves, she worked for $2 a day, rode home in the backseat of Mama's car. Patsy Hill would never deny my frequent request for a chocolate pie. She'd hum a tune as she rolled out the door, rag tied round her head, no hair anymore. I last saw Pat sitting on Aunt Noby's couch, her eyes too dim to see who'd walked in. I sat at her side, tears came to both of our eyes. My baby, my baby, my baby, was all she cried. Patsy Hill, Patsy Hill, was the last of her baby boys. A daughter of slaves, she worked for $2 a day, rode on in the backseat of Mama's car. Patsy Hill, Patsy Hill, her love was deep and pure. I never told her so, but I hope she knew that my love for her was too. I never told her so, but I hope she knew that my love for her was too. So last summer, we were playing, the Alligators played a gig down for Queen Anne's Arts Council down on Kent Island. And it was June the 6th. And we were setting up to play. And this guy walked up who had not really met before, who I've since come to know. But he said, "Hey, did you just hear Dr. John died?" So that was June the 6th last summer. We played a song of his that night in his memory. And since then I wrote a song about Dr. John. And I'd like to play that for you. It's called Thanks Mac, because Dr. John's name was Mac Rebenak. One of his names anyway. It was 69. John Crow on the stage for the very first time. Gree gumbo, ya-ya, and Monterey. Feathers, dust, and skulls of his musical voodoo. Thanks, Mac. Shine, gilded splinters, shine. When the night triple played, he took the best. His guides were fats and fits. He crafted his notes in the junker style. Teased us with his slang and his funky smile. Thanks, Mac, for your funky groove. Thanks, Mac, for your jive and doo-doo. Thanks, Mac. Shine, gilded splinters, shine. Grammys to his name. Yeah, you're right, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, you're right, all that don't mean a thing. It was his funky tune that we have all been worshiping. The fitted his mate getting pistol whipped. The gun went off and his finger got clipped. The keys from strings that fateful day. Thereafter Mac sat down when he played. Thanks, Mac. Shine, gilded splinters, shine. Copy your licks and try to make them my own. But one wish would be so fine if I could write a song as good as right place and wrong time. Yes, I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. I said the right thing, but it must have been the wrong line. I've been on the right trip, but I must use the wrong car. My head is in a bad place, but I wonder what it's good for. Thanks, Mac, for your funky groove. Thanks, Mac, for your jive and doo-doo. Thanks, Mac. Shine, gilded splinters, shine. Thanks, Mac, for your funky groove. Thanks, Mac, for your jive and doo-doo. Thanks, Mac. Shine, gilded splinters, shine. Mac Rebenak, man. Not any like him anymore. Very few. Such a character, as he would say. So those are the original songs I'm going to play for you tonight. I thought I would play a few others by some of my favorite piano players and songwriters. And I can't do any concert without a Professor Longhair song. So I'll do one that a little less well known than some, like Mardi Gras in New Orleans or some of those other songs of his. But I like it, and I hope you will too. Baby's been gone. Which way did it go? Yeah, I wanna know. Which way did it go? Baby, I wanna know. I ain't had no real good loving since my baby got on board. Tell me how long you want me to hang around? Tell me, baby, how long you want me to hang around? I ain't had no real good loving since my baby left town. I ain't had no real good loving since my baby left town. I ain't had no real good loving since my baby got on board. The unbelievable Professor Longhair. So, Randy Newman is one of my favorite songwriters, piano players. I love Randy's lyrics. I love his sense of humor. I love the way he plays only the notes you need to play. He's not a flashy piano player. He plays the notes that need to be played, and I really admire that. So here's a song of Randy's. Actually, I just learned it, I heard it fairly recently. It's not one of his more popular or common songs to hear. But when I heard it, I thought, oh, that's for tonight. I hope you like it. I'll be home when your nights are troubled and you're all alone. When when you're feeling down and need some sympathy. There's no one else around to keep you company. Remember, baby, you can always count on me. I'll be home, I'll be home, I'll be home. I'll be home, I'll be home. Wherever you may wander and wherever you may roam, you come back, I'll be waiting here for you. No one else will ever love you the way I do. I'll be here to comfort you and to see you through. I'll be home, I'll be home, I'll be home. I'll be home, I'll be home, I'll be home. So, this coronavirus really makes me angry. I don't like to use the word hate, but I pretty much hate this thing. And I hate it because it took John Prine away from us. I hate it because it took Ellis Marsalis Jr. away from us. I hate it because it took Bootsy Barnes, a great sax player from Philadelphia, away from us, and a lot of other people. But John Prine's death hit a lot of us, songwriters and musicians, pretty close to home. When I was at LSU, Linda and I lived on this street that was a street of duplex houses, mostly, grad students. And this was in 1973. John's first album had come out in 71. And I'd come home from class in the afternoon, sit on the front porch with my guitar and play John Prine songs. And there's a family that lived down the street. Dad was a grad student and had a little 8-year-old boy. And he'd come strolling down the street and come up and sit on the porch with me. And he knew the words to every John Prine song on that first album. It was being played a lot in his house. It was the cutest thing to hear him sing Blow Up Your TV. Level-headed stranger, But those are my earliest memories of John Prine, and I'd like to sing you one of his songs tonight. Summer's end, round the bend, just flying. Swimming suits are on the line, just drying. I'll meet you there for our conversation. I hope I didn't ruin your whole vacation. You never know how far from home you're feeling till you watch the shadows cross the ceiling. I don't know Valentines break hearts and minds at random. That old Easter egg ain't got a leg to stand on. Well, I can see that you can't win for trying, and New Year's Eve was bound to leave you crying. So come on home. Come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home. Come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home. The moon and the stars hang out in bars just talking. I still love that picture of us walking, just like that old house we thought was haunted. Summers then came faster than we wanted. Come on home. Come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home. Come on home. You don't have to be alone. Come on home. John Prine. Gonna miss that guy. So, a couple of more songs for you. This next one, an Alan Toussaint song, as you know, one of my favorites, songwriters and piano players from New Orleans. This is one of my favorite songs of his. With you in mind, things just ain't bad as they seem. With you in mind, I can fill my wildest dreams. With you in mind, I can do anything, I know I can. With you in mind, with you in mind, with you in mind, I went out looking for the best. With you in mind, 'cause you deserve nothing less. With you in mind, I've done so many things that love can bring. With you in mind, with you in mind, like a flower drinking from the falling rain, all the same rain that could wash it away, gives it strength, gives it water, and before you know another day, in mind, I can fill my wildest dreams. With you in mind, I can do anything. I know I can. With you in mind, with you in mind, with you in mind, I can do anything. I know I can. With you in mind, with you in mind. So that brings me to the end of this concert. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope you enjoyed it. Brought a little of the world into your home tonight. Remember the times we were together in the same room, playing music and enjoying life together. We'll get back there. I know we will. So the last song I'm going to play for you is a song that was very popular back in World War II. It was made popular by Vera Lynn. She had a huge hit with it. But it's been covered by so many people. Benny Goodman and Peggy Lee, the Byrds on the Mr. Tambourine album, the Ink Spots, the Turtles, Johnny Cash, Rod Stewart, and even Pink Floyd. So the song I leave you with tonight. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know, tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Please say hello to the folks that I know, tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Yes, I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Won't you please say hello to the folks that I know, tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Yes, I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
All right. Pardon me. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Phil. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. Before we go, I just wanted to mention again that next week's program will be GCTV Public Access, which will be you, our viewing community's chance to get on GCTV. If you've got a song, if you've got a scene you want to do with somebody you're quarantining with, if you've got a monologue, a poem, about 5 minutes of something, of some family-friendly content, we ask that you propose it to us by emailing gctvpa@garfieldcenter.org with your proposal. We'll get back to you with the information, more in depth, what we'd like from you. That information is in the info. And as always, if you enjoyed what you saw here tonight, or if you've enjoyed what you've seen in past episodes of GCTV, we ask that you please consider donating to the Garfield Center at garfieldcenter.org/donate/. A big thanks again to Phil for being a part of this tonight and for being out there in the comments talking to everybody. If you or anyone would like to be on a future involved in a future performance of GCTV, you can email me, Nick Carter, at necarter@garfieldcenter.org. That email is also in the info description. So have a good night, everybody. Bye.